Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Kwame, and yeah, so let's talk about the news. Now, before we start, I don't remember if I told you this, but I got a TikTok account. So yeah, it's similar to what I do here, but it's just like one topic and very fast. It's all compressed into like a minute and more. So yeah, and it's heavily edited to where it's I could say it's funny. So yeah, go ahead and check that out, please. So yeah, I already have like 5 videos. One of them got hit with hate speech and bullying. I don't know about bullying, but hate speech, I was not endorsing hate speech, but like since TikTok is very you gotta keep your videos short. Maybe my explaining wasn't good enough, and it sounded like I was approving hate speech, but I wasn't. All right, so yeah, I'll talk about that. Actually in this videos too. So yeah, let's first start off with Battlefield. So Battlefield 2042 came out in November 19th. Right now is December 17th, so it's almost gonna be a month old. Barely in a month, it's already on sale for 34% off. Not 20, 34. It is $40 right now. Yeah, and if you heard, there's been a drop of player base. No one is playing this game. There is exactly enough people playing Battlefield 5 than Battlefield 2042. Like, they're around the same player base. There's like 24,000, I think, playing right now Battlefield 2042, and 20,000 people playing Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is an old game. And it's getting as much players as the new game. So it's already been basically a month, and I played it recently, and I could say it's a little bit better, but I still wouldn't recommend the game. Like, it makes me mad because I see the potential in this game. Like, I love the feel of the guns and the movement and everything. It's just almost a great game. I wouldn't say perfect, but it's almost there. But man, like, we just found out that this game was supposed to be a hero shooter, like a semi-hero shooter, and that's when I realized, so all these mistakes were on purpose. What I'm talking about is the specialists. How unbalanced they are and how useless they feel, and also what was it called? The time to kill is very slow in this game too. Because when they were making this game, EA told them to make a game that's hot right now, and that is Battle Royale. Not just Battle Royale, but hero shooters. And they said that this Battlefield 2042 is supposed to be a first step for making this franchise into a hero shooter. I mean, they said that they were going to make a universe out of the Battlefield series, so yeah. Now, I'm not too sure why they would make this. I mean, there's not any characters that I recognize from the Battlefield. Only, Irish. That's about it. I don't remember anybody from Battlefield 4 or 5 or whatever. They would have to make new characters and also build up the lore of this universe. It would be really interesting saying how this world ended up like this, because in Battlefield 2042 you notice like climate change seems like it's a big part of it, but DICE was like, nope, this has nothing political. We're not going to talk about why the world is like this. But so it's like, what the fuck, why not? It's probably the most interesting part. So I think they might explain it. I don't know, but yeah, like what I really want right now, it's just lower the time to kill. The time to kill for me is the one that is killing me. It's the only thing that makes this game not feel like Battlefield, because with low time to kill, it would balance a lot of the guns, because there are just some guns that are still not playable. Like the LMG is just unplayable. Like, it's hard to get fucking kills. But if they lower the time to kill, that's when I feel like the gameplay will improve, I think. Like, yeah. But yeah, Battlefield it still doesn't feel like Battlefield. It feels like another game, and it's very sad. This is like the first game that got me so fucking mad, and it's still not working. Like, there's still some issues with the game. Like, I got an issue with the mouse thing where I couldn't move my mouse right or left You know, it was very irritating. But yeah, you know, don't buy the game. Just wait. And just wait until our dumbasses tell you that the game is worth to buy. All right, next news. This one is about Pokimane, and the other one is about Hassan. Pokimane said something sussy. Sussy buck. Yeah, that sounds so cringe saying it out loud. But yeah. So in a stream, she was talking about like, oh, you know, she was like talking about like in her 20s, you know, she's already looking at kids like, oh, they're so adorable and shit. And okay, the way she said it, yeah, it was pretty bad, but people made it out to seem like, oh, she wants to fuck the kids. Guys, you gotta calm the fuck down. it's not like, yeah, maybe she said it in a weird way, but I didn't thought of that. All right, you guys are exposing yourselves, thinking, "Oh yeah, that's what she wants to do." It's like, no, all right, you're the fucking weirdo. And listen, I'm not the biggest follower or fan of her. You know, like I've argued some stuff she's said and did, but this one, this one is too much. It's like, guys, what is wrong with you guys? All right, now Hassan Piker, famous political Twitch streamer, has been banned from Twitch for saying the C word. It's like, all right, in my TikTok video, I made the same topic. I joked about I'm not gonna say it because you know, I might get banned from YouTube or TikTok, but in TikTok, that video got hit with bullying and hate speech. Hate speech, but I didn't say nothing. And maybe bullying, maybe, you know, because I made fun of his tiny head, but it wasn't for saying the actual word. I didn't actually say it. But it was for one of my comments saying that I think he shouldn't have been banned because I think, you know, you should be allowed to say slurs. Now, I'm not saying you should say whatever you want and there shouldn't be any consequences. No, that's not at all. Okay, just wait. Let me explain. So, I don't think people should be banned for saying slurs because, you know, eventually, because in this day and age, you know, the political climate we live right now, words are becoming weaponized, and words are becoming more and more censored because people are getting more offended. Like, you can actually get canceled for calling a person a she or a he, you know? It's like, no, that's not my pronouns. It's them. Go to the shadow realms. It's like, so yeah, like, you know, people are weaponizing, you know, words right now, and it's getting people canceled. Like, I don't want words to be levied to cancel somebody or hurt somebody, you know? Like, if we go down this path even further, it's going to go to the government, and, you know, it's going to be a law where, oh, anything you say offensive, you're going to be arrested. Because with our corrupt government, you know, they're not going to use it to, you know, defend people. They're going to use it as a weapon to hurt somebody or cancel somebody, you know? Fucking hey, the CIA, they don't have to kill anybody now. Now they can say, oh, he didn't use the right pronouns, so we gotta arrest him. So that's why I think either everything is okay or none of it is okay. Now, I still don't think, you know, people should say slurs, but, you know, I don't think you should be banned or arrested for that. Now, I'm fine with people saying those words if there's context, you know, like if you know, if you're reading a book like Killing a Mockingbird, it's like, oh, the words up next, oh God, I hope I don't get canceled in front of all my classmates. Or, you know, you're listening to rap and, you know, that word comes up and, you know, it's like, oh, I'm white. Hopefully no one's listening to me. No one black is listening to me or recording me. And then also, you know, oh, I'm watching, you know, a Quentin Tarantino movie and my favorite line's coming up and I couldn't really help myself and I repeated the line.
Did you notice a sign in the front of my house that said dead?
It has the N-word. But if you're using the slurs to, you know, bully somebody or harass somebody, and you're calling them that, that's, you know, something's going to happen to you and I won't feel bad. But still, I don't think you should get banned or arrested, like I said. And I don't care if this is hurting the right more or the left more. It's like, it doesn't matter. I think both sides should be fighting for freedom of speech. So yeah, overall, I don't think Hassan should have been banned. Maybe he should have been warned, but, you know, that's Twitch's policies. And, you know, Twitch, they're pretty inconsistent, you know? There's a lot of people that get away with a lot of stuff, and, you know, some people just go into a restaurant and they get banned. You know, I forgot to ask myself, but is the C word a racial slur? And, you know, is it okay to say it? And I think not. I think a lot of white people would agree that cracker it's not the worst thing they're called. I could think of other things to call them that isn't racial slurs, but it is a word that's supposed to demean someone, to make someone feel like they're less of. Now, it's not as bad as the N-word, all right? I'm not saying that, but it is supposed to be a word that's to make fun of, or, to make someone feel sad or mad. Now, again, I'm not white, so this is my opinion, all right? Like, I'm probably totally wrong. Maybe some white people, they do feel, that cracker is the worst thing that they're called. I don't know. Like I'm just saying what I think, and I'm not saying that I'm right, and I'm not speaking for the white people. I'm just saying what I think, all right? And yeah, I could be wrong. I'm not representing the white people, even though I'm not white. How, liberal white people, when they represent Latinos by saying, oh, they'd rather be called Latinx, thank you very much. It's like, no, I'd rather be called a spick or a wetback. Now, speaking of Latinx, there's an article saying that 40% of Latinos are offended by the word, and only 2% of Hispanics use the term Latinx. So, all right, this is something, I can speak for myself because I'm a Latino. So, all right, in my opinion, the word Latinx, now, here's the thing. I was never offended by the word. I just thought it was dumb because it doesn't really make sense. Because, if you've been to Spanish class, there's the feminine way and the masculine way to say a word. So a and u, a and o. So every word always ends with an a or o to say it's masculine or feminine. So, there's Latino and Latina, and you can imagine, which is the word to say for a male and a female. But generally, the o, the masculine way, is always the gender neutral. So Latinx doesn't need to exist. They could just easily just say Latino. Now, I will be honest, I don't know why it's hard to just say it, because I never really thought of it. It's like, wait, Latino is just gender neutral all the time. So it's like, it's not necessary. Like, it feels like this is invented by, white liberals, just to call us something. Just like how white slave masters call their black slaves, nigga. That was an exaggeration, but yeah. Now, I'm not offended by it because, I don't know, like, I'm just not offended. But I can see why some people might feel this way. Not really. Like, I can see why it's like, oh, the white people are calling us this. But, it's I wouldn't say it would compare to, like, whenever Hispanics, it's like, don't call me Hispanic, call me Latino, or don't call me Latino, call me Hispanic, or, don't call me any of those words, just call me Mexican. It's like, bro, we can't be doing this, because we're just going to end up confusing the white people, and they're just going to call us whatever they feel like, and it's going to be offensive, right? That's how Latinx was invented, because, too much of you guys was complaining. So, yeah, like, I'm Guatemalan and Ecuadorian, so I don't want them to call me by, the country that my parents are from, what my cultural background is, because, they're going to forget, or they're just going to call me something offensive. Like, one person was like, Ecuadorian, I'm gonna just call you airport. I'm like, man, fuck you. Just call me Latino or Hispanic. I don't give a shit. Or just like how every Hispanic has experienced. It's like, oh, my parents are from Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Venezuela, Chile, Peru, Ecuador, Guatemala. It's like, oh, is that in Mexico? You're Mexican. It's like, man, if I had a gun, I'd fucking shoot you. That's always funny. There's just like, oh, yes, hundreds of years of just cultural difference. You're just going to call me Mexican. That's always funny. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm not offended by the word. I guess I could see why people are offended. Like I said, it's like, just rich white liberals are calling us this, And, it just feels like, it's them trying to, it's them thinking that they're not racist, but they are racist for trying to make up words to call us, Now, for the people that do use the word and, they're a part of the LGBT and all that, like they're gender neutral and all that, shit. All right, fine. I'm fine if you want to be called that, but, I wouldn't like to be called that. And, just like most Latinos, they don't want to be called that. And yeah, I think that's all I got to say. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me Twitch and TikTok to get updated. I always tweet and I always do videos on TikTok. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Bye.